Kibbe and Friends Show, episode number 100, and our new co-host is finally gone pro with a real microphone and real headphones, sitting in a real old truck. Go ahead and talk so people can hear you on the fancy mic. Go ahead, say something great.
I have a new mic, and we went through, how many mics did we go through? About 3 or 4?
3 or 4.
And all kinds of different jumper cables and connectors and everything, and we finally got my laptop to work, and I am on a laptop now instead of on my phone, so it's semi-professional.
Yes, for anybody wondering how you do a high-quality radio-style podcast show with hosts and producers in multiple locations, you got to have pro equipment. And we tried to do this all off of a phone, and we tried every configuration known to man, all of them, probably about like $600-700 worth of stuff, returned it all, and went back to a microphone and a used laptop. So,
well, and the thing is, they all said that they would work with the iPhone and all that that I have, but it was something with Skype that wouldn't allow it to work.
They do. It was a peer-to-peer thing. Nor does FaceTime. Those microphones work great until you turn on Skype or FaceTime, and then they don't. They literally stop working. Well, for everybody, welcome to the show. This is show number 100. This started out as the Kibbe and Finnegan show. It is now the Kibbe and Friends show. Justin Cornett actually predates both of those, and as you heard in the last episode, the bonus episode, and we have 2 special things happening today. One, it's show number 100, so I went and got you a feature interview because I know that you demand greatness.
That's right.
Byron Cherry will be on to talk about his experience of being Coy Duke for a very brief amount of time. How he got it, and then how he kind of figured out he didn't have it anymore, and he laid it all out there, and it's I think people are really going to be interested in learning how things worked, how things went down, and
I look forward to it.
Yeah, it's good. Thing number 2, I know you fired Mike, and I know you guys don't get along, but he texted, and it's show number 100, and he would like to come back for just a little bit.
Is he going to take a break from running the Gilmore Girl fan page?
Say what?
I can't promise you a thing here. Nothing.
I know he has a busy schedule, so.
He asked to come back for a little bit, just for show 100. I said I would run it by you. So it's up to you. And no hard feelings if you decide otherwise. You let me know. Because I need to text him and tell him whether he's released or not.
I guess we can. I guess so.
Okay.
I mean, it is 100, so, you know.
We'll give him some credit. For all I know, he's drunk. You know, you never know.
Yeah.
Right.
What up?
Uh-oh. It is him. Mike, is this you?
This is me.
Finnegan, how are you? Welcome to the Kibbe and Friends show. I think you're really going to like it.
Hello, friends.
Hello.
You have me, your former co-host and best friend, Rob Kibbe. You have Justin Corndog Cornett. And we now have our old friend, Mike Finnegan, who is back. How have you been? Do you miss us? Do you regret it? Are you sick of roadkill?
No. No, I don't regret any of it. In fact, I feel great.
I'll bet.
Well, that's good.
So you're not coming begging back? That was all just lies in the text?
No, actually, you called me. I don't know if you remember.
Oh. We got to work on our banter. Back into sync here. How have you
You're
been?
A little rusty.
The audio delay here is not helping things.
Yes. Do you have Skype on your phone?
I don't, and you literally repossessed the microphone that you gave me to give to Corndog, so this is as good as it's going to get.
It wouldn't work on your phone anyway. Trust me, we tried it.
Oh, I would have found a way with like duct tape and zip ties and positive thinking.
Well, that's all well and good. So you have moved on with your wonderful life, and you have actually done something really cool that I assume everybody has followed along with. You took your car out to California. You raced Jon Chase from Hoonigans, who called you out, and it was a best of 3 race, and you won the first 2. and you got to shave his beard off.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, I did. I did shave his beard off. Not the whole thing. After about 30 seconds, I was like, "This is awkward. Somebody else do this." I handed off the clippers after beating him handily. Not with the clippers, just in general.
So, what happened on the second run? Because I think people have seen little videos here and there. The first run, I mean, it was, you smoked him and it was clear. Did his car break on the first run?
What happened to him on the first run? Well, so the first run, some background for everybody here, is he called me out when he didn't have a running car, and then they took their sweet-ass time getting their car running. And their plan was to swap a small block Chevy and 4-speed to a some sort of LS-powered engine and a Tremec 6-speed. And it was so last minute that they actually came to the track with a junkyard LS with their supercharger on top of it and the 6-speed. And their plan was to make one pass on Friday for our first race, and immediately after rip the junkyard motor out. And right about that time, their actual racing engine had arrived. So that very first pass, it wasn't much of a race. And I looked in the rearview mirror at about 3/4 track and saw the death wobble in his front suspension, and it prompted me to throw out my parachute and let off the gas pedal. So I ran like a 9:10, and I don't know what he ran. It was like a 20 or 30 second pass, something like that.
Oh, okay.
So then, I'm up 1-0 Friday. And this is all happening during qualifying of an NHRA national event, which is nuts, to be honest with you. I've sat in the grandstands at that racetrack since I was a kid and never expected to ever drive my car down it. So I'm, Friday night, I'm celebrating. I'm up 1-0. I got to race in front of all those cool people and legendary drivers. I actually, when I got out of the car after beating Jon the first race, I saw Jeg Coughlin Jr. and just ran over and fully fanboyed because he's kind of a hero of mine. And so, we get around to Saturday morning, their engine's in their car, but, was it Saturday morning? No, it was Friday. God, Friday before, they weren't even going to make it past Friday, I think, had we not all got together to work on the car, because they couldn't keep the belt on the supercharger because the pulley alignment was all off. They had some other issues. And so a lot of people that were just kind of standing around, including the guys on my team, we all just kind of got together to get the car, be able to go down the track. Yeah. Like we ended up getting out the death wheel and cutting up some of the parts on his engine to make the pulley alignment a little better. And so we did all that. We raced Friday, he lost. And then come Saturday, my plan was not to drag this out. My plan was to just stick a dagger in him and run an 8-second pass. And when it was time to go, this is all taped to live, I think to live for NHRA on Fox Sports 1. And so the officials come around and they're like, okay, you need to be up at the line right now. And I jump in my car and I go to start it, and it won't start because the starter broke.
While you were trying to start it, it broke?
Yeah, I hit the key, and you could just kind of hear the Bendix spinning and nothing happening. And this is starter number 2 on this trip. And so I'm freaking out because there's no time to change the starter or do anything about it. So we had been dragging the car up to the starting line with a golf cart because I didn't have any water in the radiator, because I had a leak inside the Hemi that I couldn't fix. We had the cylinder heads off twice. We had already resurfaced the heads, changed the head gaskets, done everything we could to fix this coolant leak that was inside the motor between the block and the heads, and we couldn't. So we decided, okay, starter's broke. We're going to just pop start this thing with the golf cart. And so we drag it up to the staging lanes, wait for all the cars in front of me, which was the entire Pro Stock class, to go. And then Top Fuel had kind of lined up off to the sides in a couple of lanes, and they were standing there as we're dragging this golf cart through the staging lane, or dragging my car with a golf cart through the staging lanes to get it started. And we get it started, and it's not running great. And we end up kind of sitting there for a minute, which worried me because I didn't want to overheat the thing. And then we, pull up to the burnout box, and I had installed a new shifter in the car that switched it from an H pattern to a vertical gate pattern. And I was having troubles with it. Couldn't get it in first gear. Couldn't get it in the second gear immediately to do the burnout. So now I'm sitting even longer with the car running. I finally do the burnout. I get up to the starting line. And at this point, I'm rattled. I'm worried the car is overheating because the engine's surging more than it ever has been. It just doesn't sound right. And the tree drops. I dump the clutch, and I forget to raise the RPM before I dump the clutch. And it's an NHRA national event racing surface, so it's very sticky. So the tires don't spin at all. The engine bogs. Jon takes off, and I'm like, oh no, I'm about to lose this. But I catch the motor. I end up not stalling it, taking off right after Jon. And because he's out on me, I'm no longer looking at my shift light. So I'm grabbing gears and short shifting the thing at like 3,800 RPM. It sounds horrible. It's not accelerating hard, but I drive past Jon, and after I go by him, the engine sounds so bad, and I don't know why, that I just shut it off and coast. And so
wow,
I think I coasted to like an 11-second ET. Jon has problems with his clutch. He runs like a 20, and I end up winning with the worst pass I've ever made in the car.
Well, good for you.
And it was not the spectacular showing that I wanted to put on in front of that crowd of people, but watching Jon get his beard shaved off wasn't that bad either, so I'm good with it.
Did the NHRA people just think it was adorable, this race with these two kids with their broken cars?
I never saw any of them after that, so it's either because they were really busy with the professionals putting on a drag race, or they just didn't want to see me ever again. I don't know.
Well, I'm glad you won. I will totally admit, I did not know that Jon Chase, is he maybe of Asian descent? Once I saw his face, like, wow, he does not look at all like that, what I thought was under there.
Well, it's funny you brought that up because he is, which I didn't know. I don't know, never gave any thought to it, right? Well, when it came time to shave, right? Like we ended the race, turned out onto the return road, and immediately NHRA was there with a barber chair and a beer and a trophy and a pair of clippers, and they had his mom there, who I'd never met, and his mom was the one that started shaving him, and I immediately was like, oh wow, she's Asian. Okay, so he's Asian, and I never knew. I don't know. I just never noticed, right? But once you shaved him, I was like, okay, you do kind of look Asian, and I had mentioned that to him, and hopefully it wasn't too off-putting. I didn't mean anything by it. I just didn't notice before, and now you can kind of tell that the dude is half Asian. So
my best friend from high school is Japanese, but he's half Japanese, and I now know what he would look like with a beard. He'd look like Jon Chase. You really can't see it until you see the face. It's I don't know if it's the nose or what.
No, the really crazy part is I've become friends with Jon throughout this whole thing, and we were on Sunday. The whole thing was over, but the NHRA was still running their events. So on Sunday we were hanging out most of the day, and I discovered a whole bunch of things about the guy I didn't know. And one of them is he's older than me, but now that you've shaved him, he looks like he's 30.
Yeah.
And so that was interesting. And he wants to race again. And dude's confident. The next go around, he wants to up the bet. Loser has to tattoo the name of the winner's car on themselves.
Gosh, did you take it, the bet?
Of course I did.
Of course you did. Yeah.
So I'm all in on it. Meanwhile, my wife is like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Dude, that's awesome. I think blasphemy would look great on Jon's forehead. I mean, let's do this." So.
Do it up on his neck, right up under his chin.
Yeah, more prison.
Well,
style.
the caveat to that is that the loser gets to pick where the tattoo's going. Obviously, you can't have the winner making judgments like that. That could screw up your life and your career.
It certainly could. Well, I'm glad that you won. I'm glad you guys had fun. I look forward to seeing the coverage of it. Would you like to do a short game with us now that you have come back to visit for fun? I know that you like the games.
Sure, let's do it.
Okay. This is Valentine's Day week, of course. This is a week of romance. So what we're going to do is a game show where the two contestants are Corndog and Mike Finnegan, but Mike Finnegan needs a nickname. So Mike Finnegan's nickname for this context will be Carlos Spicy Wiener. Okay? So we have Corndog and Carlos Spicy Wiener. And I will ask each of you a question. This is a list of the top 10 places to make out. And you each have to guess whether the other one has done so. Everybody clear? Okay.
Sure.
I've got to guess. I got to guess where Corndog is hooked up.
Yes. And I'll tell you a category. So we have 10 categories. These are the top 10 places, according to the internet, of places to make out. Carlos Spicy Wiener, here's your first question. Has Corndog ever made out outside of a house party?
Oh, God. So the answer is he's never made out ever? Can I use that one?
No, you can't do that. It's more of a yes
Come
or no.
on, man.
You can't be mean.
All right, let's go. Let's go with no. No, he's not made out outside of a house party.
Corndog, is this true?
It is true.
Ding. Okay.
No house parties. For
No
me.
house parties.
I'm
Corndog,
boring.
has Carlos Spicy Wiener made out outside of a house party?
I'd say he has.
Carlos, is this true?
I don't know. I'm trying to think about this now. Oh, yeah, no, the answer is yes. Yes, I have. I have to think about it.
Corndog, is that what you said? I forgot already.
That is what I said, but that kind of sounds like he just went along with it.
Okay.
No, I was thinking about all the house parties I've gone to and forgot about all the ones that my brother and I allegedly threw in college. So
Okay.
the answer is yes, I have.
Bing! Okay, you each are tied for first place. And I'm going to go every other place from here on out because this game will take a while if I don't. Number 9, automatic car wash. Corndog, has Carlos Spicy Wiener made out in an automatic car wash?
No.
Carlos,
He's laughing like he has.
your response.
He is correct. I have not.
Bing! Okay, great. Carlos Spicy Wiener, has Corndog made out in a state park?
Yes. Yes, he has.
Corndog, is this true?
Yes.
All right, you guys are rocking this. Two very horny gentlemen here. Number 7. Whose turn is it?
My turn.
Okay. Corndog, has Carlos Spicy Wiener made out in a parking space?
Oh, yeah. That's too easy.
Yeah, I would hope so.
He's correct.
He's correct. Bing! All right, Carlos Spicy Wiener. Has Corndog ever made out in a drive-thru?
No.
Corndog, is he right?
He's right.
He's right. Bing! Man, you guys know each other very well. Closest of friends. Corndog, has Carlos Spicy Wiener ever made out in a Walmart parking lot? And
I'm gonna say yeah.
A
I'm gonna
Target
say it was the
is
time.
fine.
It was the time that he went in there and bought the welder and fixed his truck and then took it back. He had a make-out session after that.
I think that was with dudes, but the jury is in. He's got to answer. Carlos
Hey,
Spicy Wiener.
we won't judge.
What's your answer? Walmart parking lot? Yes or no?
Walmart parking lot. Yes. Not in that instance, though. Thank you.
Okay. we're gonna say full credit for that. Bing. Number 4, Carlos Spicy Wiener, has Corndog made out at anything called like Makeout Point, and that every town has one of these.
I'm gonna go with no.
Corndog, is this true?
He's wrong.
Ooh, bum, bum. Corndog has had plenty of action at Makeout Point, he says. Okay. It's interesting the order these are popping up. I didn't plan this, but it's kind of appropriate. Corndog, Has Carlos Spicy Wiener ever made out with a current girlfriend in the last girlfriend's driveway?
Wait a minute. Okay. Current in the last girlfriend's driveway. I'm going to say no. He'll take it across the street at least.
He's correct.
He's correct. Okay.
It was across the street?
Oh, wait a minute. Mm-hmm. That's actually not correct. We need a judge's ruling on this. What if it was in the driveway or where I lived, but they both at various points had lived there?
Well, for this to count, the old one would have had to be inside while the new one was outside with you.
No, I'm not that big of a dick.
Okay.
He goes across the street.
Well, some people just style
around
points.
The corner with you.
So, okay, Carlos Spicy Winner. Has Corndog made out in the high school parking lot? Ooh, is Carlos still there?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Was that for me or for
yes,
him?
I'm a little lost myself. I think
Forgot
that's
who I
for you. Has Corndog made out at the high school?
Yes, he has.
Corndog, is this true?
No, there's security guards riding around in golf carts.
Oh, no. So
Gotta go to the makeout spot.
we are now tied.
Say what?
So this one will determine the winner. Corndog.
Do they not have tinted windows where you live?
Well, do you guys don't tint your windows there? We don't tint them here. That's not a normal thing.
Yeah, we do, but I was broke.
That's a fair answer. Corndog, this is it. You can win it right here. Has Carlos Spicy Winner ever made out in his wife's parents' driveway or any previous girlfriend's parents' driveway?
Oh, yeah, he has.
Carlos, is this true?
This is true. The man's a winner.
Bing! All right, you guys have both tied for first place. Congratulations. You are Gigolo
right.
Makeout Kings. This concludes our first annual Top 10 Makeout Spot game show. Thank you both for playing. You've been peaches. You really have. You really have.
We'll let him keep his
Thank
big.
you.
And you know what else would get you turned on, Corndog? A nice fresh pair of MeUndies. That's right. Because Valentine's Day is right around the corner. And if you'd rather spend all your money on underwear that you're just going to hang out in all night than fancy restaurants, you have made a wise choice. A very, very wise choice. Corndog.
You don't even have to go to the makeout spots.
Now, that's an interesting point. Because part of the value of MeUndies is that they are wonderful wherever you are. Makeout point, your bedroom. Or
Walmart parking lot.
Walmart parking lots. That anywhere you want to wear them or have them removed, they are wonderful, wonderful things. And here's what I can tell you. If you're putting them on or somebody else is helping you take them off, you're both going to notice that MeUndies uses coveted micromodal fabric, which is 3 times softer than cotton. Just see if the missus notices next time. Says, is this 3 times softer? And you say, why, yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
They offer matching styles, fun prints. Speaking of prints, this is Valentine's Day season, and MeUndies will be releasing a new print every Tuesday. So if you're hearing this live, by God, you still have time to get it. But why stop at just undies? This year, MeUndies is launching their Valentine's Day print in lounge pants onesies as well. Have you gotten your swag pack? I have. I wear the lounge pants to bed.
I have not.
Permanently,
I
yeah.
have not.
I know we got yours all filled out. Mike just texted me about a crotch grabbing set that he has come to enjoy quite a bit. So,
Wow.
For everybody here, that's I'm gonna say thumbs. 3 thumbs up for MeUndies. And wouldn't you know it? They have great offer for our listeners and for any first time purchasers. When you order MeUndies, you will get 15% off and free shipping. Corndog, what is the call to action?
To get 15% off your first pair, free shipping, and 100% satisfaction guaranteed, go to MeUndies.com/KAFS. That's MeUndies.com/KAFS.
Can you read that last one more time? It got garbled.
MeUndies.com/KAFS. That's MeUndies.com/KAFS.
Fantastic. What an appropriate show for MeUndies to come back on for? The Valentine's Day show number
what
100.
What better show?
This is just the
we
greatest.
Talk about making out, and then now we're selling underwear.
Well, they go hand in hand, or
there you go.
Other things.
Well, well, well. 100 episodes of the Kibbe and Friends show. No, not really. 100 episodes of a combination of the Kibbe and Finnegan show and now the Kibbe and Friends show. What an accomplishment. What a milestone. And in each and every one of them, we have literally given you the shirt off of our back. We do it again in a heartbeat. We've loved doing it, and we plan to keep on doing it for another 100 episodes. So the question is, what's going to happen in the next 100 episodes? Is Kibbe going to continue to be fit as a host for the show? Will Corndog take over as talent in an incredible talent coup? Will Bernie just waste away only to do segments on the show and never have his big shot? I love doing the segments, and hopefully you do too, and you will keep sending your material to robert@themusclecarplace.com. That's robert@themusclecarplace.com for the segments like Burning Questions with Bernie. At any rate, stay around. It's going to be another great 100 episodes and many, 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 many more. And sometimes we might even get paid. What a concept. Hey, keep watching, keep listening, keep subscribing, keep being involved. We love you.